The first time we went with Nathan, there's a very like grounded vibe, a very like trustworthy, high character. You know, he's going to tell it like it is. And I really respect that in an advisor.
And he's really flexible. We had 3 little kids with our home buying process, and it was like, no big deal. Our family was not inconvenient. It was part of the process, and that helped us relax as we were working through it.
Wall here, it used to be here.
We put an offer in on a house that's in the current neighborhood that we ended up in, and we were in a bidding war back and forth, and we lost. We did not get that house. I was super crushed by that. That was a really emotional heartache for us, because it's just something that you get pretty invested in early on. Looking back on it, a couple things I'm grateful for in working with Nathan. One was that he did not encourage us to exceed the budget restraints that we had set for ourselves. So when you're in a bidding war, it's tempting to be like, throw it all in, you know, we love this house. And there was enough wisdom and patience from Nathan that helped us to say, like, this wasn't the right one. That's okay, you know, there'll be something else.
Well, on one hand, Nathan helped us to kind of reset our expectations in a certain way that was really helpful. So he wasn't afraid to kind of have that tough love conversation about, hey, let's be sober-minded here about what's realistic, and because it's easy to kind of let your imagination and desires outrun reality. At the same time, it wasn't. It was filled with a spirit of hope and optimism that we also really needed too.
Nathan helped kind of guide us through, like, what was it about this house? So let's ask some constructive questions. Is it this neighborhood? You know, is this going to be the place we are? Because we were looking at multiple areas of town, and to find that house and then to not have it, I think helped us realize, like, oh, we're crushed because we actually really like this area, and we're going to keep our eyes really peeled for something else similar.
On a Friday morning, we had visited a different house in a different neighborhood, and really liked it. We were literally driving away, and I got a text from Nathan that says, hey, just so you know, a house in your #1 neighborhood is coming on the market today, and I think that you guys, if you can all see it in a couple hours, try to make it work.
Because there were no pictures of it yet. This was like, Nathan knew it was coming, but you couldn't go online and kind of scroll through the way you do when you're, you know, looking at houses. And so, like, we were in the driveway ready to see this house because he had told us about it, and we were anxious to
we saw it. We saw it at 4 p.m. and we made an offer that evening, and by I think 9 p.m. The offer was accepted. So it was less than 12 hours from the time that we knew the house was coming on the market to the time that the offer was accepted. Yeah,
the market was really quick moving at the time that we were looking, and so it helped us to see too, if we know that this is the area we want to be in, got to move, got to be ready. And so it was helpful to have his guidance in that to help us have confidence to move when we needed to.
I can say that, you know, if we hadn't been that decisive and that kind of primed and ready to pull the trigger, that I don't think we would have gotten the house. I don't think we'd be in this neighborhood. There was a decisiveness that Nathan really helped us with that allowed us to secure a property we love. Mm-hmm.